rotation back. One moment, everybody. Hello. I am trying to make the rotation. How do I do that? I don't know. I have no idea how to rotate this back the way it is. I am now standing here holding my thing. Hello, Pam. Let me think how to do this. There's got to be a way. What does this do? I don't know what that does. I'm pushing buttons all over the place here. How am I going to make it rotate? I know there's a way you can do it. I hope you can all hear me okay. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm standing here holding this. This is ridiculous. Oh, I know. If I put it... Hello, Germany! Oh, this is awesome. Elaine's here. Cold and snowy. Oh, good, you can hear me. Good. I am trying to figure out how to do this. One moment, please, while I turn you upside down. Oh, did I do it? No, I don't think I did. Oh, I don't know. Rotate back device. I don't want to. I don't want to rotate my device back. Okay, how about... what if... What a mess. Trying to get this sorted out. Good Lord. Okay, I need a cup of tea. Okay, who else is here? Oh, the Netherlands. Hello. Belgium. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I've never had this many people from all over the place before. Have you got your cup of tea? And more importantly, do you have your biscuit? So I hope this will work because my phone is like sideways right now, which it's never normally sideways. So when I do these podcasts, so I have no idea if this will work. And we've got Jem from England. Oh my, this is awesome. So how's everybody doing? It is pretty nippy out today. I'm about to knit on my temperature dishcloth while we're having a chat. This is it so far. I have not done my ends. And I knit 2 rows every day. Oh, Australia, good old Lord. I knit 2 rows every day depending on what that feels like temperature is here in Canada. So right now, I believe it's 2 degrees, but feels like 6. So I'm going to work on this while we have a chit chat. Gosh, we got a couple of people from the Netherlands here. Pam, are you watching this? Because, well, I know she is. She's already commented. Pam lives in the Netherlands too, but she's currently in Canada. She's my friend. And Mandy's here also from England. Ooh. So this is awesome. So yeah, so I'm doing my my color for today, which is this color. I always do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just so that to keep it consistent. And I'm really enjoying this. It's from the the Kitchen Sink Shop. And she's Canadian, and it's a free, no, it's not free. She has a free dishcloth club you can join. Oh, Susan's here. She's also from England. Oh, we've got Sweden, Hannah. Hello, Hannah. And Donna from Manitoba. Great. So she does free, if you get on her mailing email list, she does free dishcloths each month. But this one is a paid for. It's not much. I feel like it was only a couple of dollars. And it's, I don't know if we're doing a different pattern each month, but this is this pattern for this month. And she gives you charts that you can write down the temperatures and all kinds of stuff like that. Susan, so you're in England, right? Are you having that storm thingy me bobs is? I was talking to my dad yesterday because he lives outside Swindon in Wiltshire at the moment. And he was telling me that you've had a big bad storm. And I did see something on the telly about it. Oh, Kim is here. She's working on Ellie Jones's cow. That's up next on my rotation. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. Oh, and you're doing the temperature dishcloth as well. That's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of cool to just do 2 rows a day, you know, and then put it down. Now, I will admit, sometimes there's days where I totally forget about it, and I end up having to do 4 rows, you know, 2 rows at a time. But again, it doesn't take long to do 2 rows or 4 rows, does it really? It's not like you're doing 25. And Elaine's doing her dishcloth too. Excellent. Good, good. Oh, you're in Surrey, so probably not as bad. Yeah. I don't think my dad got it that terribly bad where they are. But I feel like it's up north. Most of my family are in Liverpool, as you all know. So I don't know if they're getting it pretty bad up there, but I do know Scotland had it terrible. So, oh, and Trish is here from New Zealand. Hello. So yes, I just want to get these 2 rows done while I was chit-chatting to you and let you know all the stuff that's going on next month. Which is why I kind of wanted to do these monthly get-togethers, because I thought it would be fun to just update you on what's happening and tell you some fun stuff. Yesterday I was at a knitting retreat. Actually, Pam was there too. And it's run by Brenda. She does a really good job. She's done it for years now. And so, yeah, yesterday I was at that with a couple of friends, Sue and Liz, who are distant stitchers. They're also Canadian. Well, obviously, because they came to the thing with me. And my friend Pam was there too. And it was a lot of fun to just sit all day and knit. Although I did take my stitching with me and did do some stitching. Oh, Jem says, just broken fences here in Staffordshire mostly and lots of rain. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you always get lots of rain in England, so that's not really a thing, is it, really? You know? I mean, even like, we have such... Hi, Kathy from the UK. We have such different seasons here in Canada. Our winter is very cold and very snowy, and it lasts for like 3 months. I'm not kidding. So it's not my favorite time of the year. I like when it just first snows, but then I would like it to all go away, but it doesn't. It just stays and stays and stays and gets more and more and more. Then spring reminds me of home, which is England, as you all know. Although it's been a long time since I've lived at home. I've been here 40 odd years. But it just reminds me of home because it just rains all the time. Which is good because then it gets rid of the snow really fast and kind of cleans everything up. Because we have to put such a lot of salt down in the wintertime that everywhere looks grimy and horrible after a bit, you know. And it's hard on Toby when I take him for a walk because the snow gets into his paws and it hurts him. So yeah, it rains and rains in the spring, and it's so funny because, like, I'll go outside without a jacket on, and you're like, oh, this is fabulous, because last week it was like -10, and this week it's like +4, and you think it's the summertime, and you're like, oh, it's gorgeous. Yet when it is actually the summertime, +4 is freezing. It's very weird. It's very weird how your body gets used to a certain temperature at a certain time. Yeah, and then the summertime, it gets dreadfully hot here, hot and dry. And then in the fall, which is my absolute favorite time of the year, it's lovely. It's like what is it like? It's more like the right temperature for me, and it's just lovely. The fall is lovely here. So yeah, but England just, every time, we used to laugh, my dad and I, my dad always used to say, it'll either rain or go dark before the morning. What a funny thing to say. But my dad always used to say that because he was absolutely true. Yeah. Anyway, so I've almost finished this. Then I can show it you and put this away for today. And then I'll tell you more about the knitting retreat that I went on. It was really lovely. We had little gifts in the center of, when we first went in, we got a gift. And I'm just at the end here on this piece of yarn. There's today's color added. So there we go. My temperature blanket, and that was today's color right there. So now I can put this away. We had a little gift when we first went in and registered our name. And this was our little gift that we all got. And one of the ladies that was there made them all. She made like, there was 28 of us there, so she made 28 of these. And inside of them, I've taken everything out now. But I thought this is lovely. When it's almost like a yarn basket, you could use it like a yarn basket. It's not big enough to carry your project, I don't think. But you know, when you're out somewhere and you don't want your yarn on the floor and your bag might be too big to go on the table, this is perfect to just put that ball of yarn in front of you on the table. And then you could put some stitch markers and scissors in there. We got a needle, and we got a bunch of these little things inside. So I think these are really, well, they're buttons, right? But are they not really supposed to be used in hats for put the pom-poms on? I'm not sure. I think that's what they're for. I got some stitch markers. Well, it would help if you saw this, what was on them. So I got some of them, a needle, and we also got one of these. Now, I've never used one of these, and in actual fact, I had two in my package. So I'm going to use this one, and then Liz gave me hers, so now I have three of them. So I'm actually going to use this as a giveaway today. Yeah. So I'll let you know when we're going to do it. I might actually leave the thing that you have to say up until I do my next floss tube and do it then. Or yeah, because I don't do Tobyknits on Monday. So next Wednesday I'll do the drawer for this on my floss tube. And at the end, I'll let you know what you have to type in so that I know what it is. So we can do the drawer for that. So it's a little ring thing. Then we had drawers. You could do drawers, and I won one of the drawers. And we got this fabulous bag, which I absolutely love this bag. Look at this. This is amazing. It's so big. And inside is, well, it's got a zipper thing on the top that folds it closed. But it's really nice and big. I'm going to use that when I go somewhere with a bunch of projects in. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, that was a gift. But inside of that was this. Has anybody ever seen anything like that before? And again, the lady who made the other little bags made this. And oh my gosh, like, and this side is this color. And it has this kind of a zipper top. Is this not cool or what? Oh, it's got stuff in it. I am not seeing any comments. Are the comments still coming, ladies and gents? Can somebody comment to let me know you're seeing this? Because I can't see any comments right now. But isn't this interesting? Okay, oh, Barb is here. Good. But I thought this was really an interesting bag. And it even has these studs on the bottom so that you can put it down. I thought that was great. So I got that. And this, look at this. Now, I'm assuming this is like some kind of notion pouch or possibly to put scissors in. But, and look at the little fabric with the bees. So that was my, yeah, that was my prize. Because I did a, you know, the draw prize thing. Okay, good. I'm glad that nothing was moving. So I was all a bit panicky then thinking, oh, something's happened. But and then they had this table where you could pick yarn that nobody wanted. So I grabbed this yarn, and there's 3 balls of this, and it's really interesting yarn. It is Pinot Himalaya. I've never heard of it. The color I'm guessing is, I don't even know if that's a color or that's the color. I don't know. And it is 100% acrylic. I don't even know where it's from. Does it say here? Oh, it's Turkey. So it's from Turkey. So there's 3 of these. And, oh, Andrea's here. Hello, Andrea. Yeah, they are cool bags, right? I don't even, she made so many of them. Honest to goodness. They're amazing. So I'm not sure what to do with it. It looks like it's a medium weight, so worsted weight, so it's a 4. So I'm not really sure. I want to crochet. Has anybody got any good ideas for crochet sweaters or vests or something? Because I would like to crochet something with this. I need it. So if you have a good crochet pattern, please let me know. Okay, I'm trying to move stuff. I'm just chucking everything on the floor. While I was at the knitting retreat, I finished my mitts. So these are the Country Cottage mitts by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. Suzanne's here, late. And Susan's here, hello. And oh, who, I don't know, Mrs. Carla, maybe? Miss Carla? Don't know. So yeah, these are the mittens. So I, probably last time you saw me, I had got to about here. So I needed to finish off some of this, then start the cuff, do the thumb, do the cuff, and I did that all at the retreat. So I got that all finished. Took me about 2 hours to finish it off completely. And then this morning at home, while I was watching some podcasts and having a cup of tea, I put the star on, which is in duplicate stitch. So that's kind of cool, I think. They're lovely, aren't they? I really like them. And they'll be good in the spring and fall, not in the winter because I need my fingers to be not froze off, but they will be great then. And one of the things they came with, because they were the Bakery Bears Advent knit, which I did start during Advent, there's a hat to go with it, which is the same, but you're supposed to do the opposite colors. So this is what I've got left of the accent. I couldn't think of the word. This is what's left of the accent color. And this is what's left from the 100 grams of the other yarn. Now you're supposed to switch and use this for the hat and this is the accent, but I don't know, does that look good on my head? So I am going to dye some more of this because I hand dyed this one. This is a black nep yarn, so I'm just going to hand dye it. So yeah, they are. I really like them. So yeah, so I need to make some more of this, which I hope next week I might do some dyeing. So I'll do that, and then I will do the same. The hat will be in this because I think that will look better on my head. And then this will still, I'll have enough for the accent, and I'll probably have enough after that's done to use this and make some socks. So that's what I got done. I also worked on the crochet blanket, which I haven't got with me. It's a baby blanket I'm making, and it's in the other room. Oh my gosh, there's lots of conversations going on here. Let me see if I can catch up on some of these. So, Kathy's never done duplicate stitch. It's super easy. I had never done it before I started this, but it's really quite nice, and she gives great instructions, and you're literally just coming up through the center of one of the V's and then just copying the V. You're just going over where the V was, and it's really nice. You just have to be careful to not pull on it. You want it loose so that it's going to sit on top and not hide into the stitches. So it's really fun to do. I enjoyed it. And oh, her name is Carla. Okay, sorry, Miss Carla. I was calling you Miss Carla. Carla is here, and she's from the west end of the island of Montreal. Yes, because I could not say that if I tried. So yes, and of course Andrea's here. Heidi May of the Velvet Acorn had some crochet sweater patterns. Thank you. I'm going to write that down. Where's my little notebook? Don't know. It's here somewhere. Bet you my husband nicked it. He's always pinching my notebooks, but I'm going to write that down. Oh, Tristan used my yeah, whatever. So what was her name again? Heidi May. Heidi May, Velvet Unicorn. Thank you. Velvet Unicorn. And yeah, Mandy, they do, the colors do go nicely together. I do like them, but like I said, I think this is just too pale. This is a botanical yarn. So I didn't dye this one, but it's just too pale, I think, for my head. And then Ivana said, I'm wearing a granny hexagon cardigan. Oh, that she made with DK weight yarn, which I like to wear very much. Okay, I think that would work with the worsted as well. Yes. So is it just called the granny hex? Do you know what? I think I've made that. I feel like I made that, but I made a baby one because I made it in fingering weight yarn, and it was driving me up the wall. It was taking too long. So I'm pretty sure I gave it to Sunny. I made it into a baby one and gave it to Sunny. But yes, I will. That's a good idea because it was a nice sweater to do. So with it being a worsted weight, it would go quicker. So yes, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, but I've seen somebody else make something similar to that in one color, and it did look nice. And Susan said, Carla, I'm from cold Wisconsin. Yeah, you know what the cold is like too. Yes, you do. So I was working on the baby blanket, but I didn't bring that to show you. It's in the other room. But I also worked on my Peter Rabbit cross stitch. And then last night when I got home, because I was so pumped, after I'd had a nap, of course, I finished it off. So this was, if you follow me on FlossTube, you know I do Whip Go. And Whip Go is like a bingo card, and Jessie Marie pulls two numbers each month, and you go to your bingo card, you look, see what those two numbers are, and whatever the project is that's in it, you go cross stitch it. And my project was my Peter Rabbit sampler. So here is my Peter Rabbit sampler so far. Well, that's not all of it. There you go. So I had done Peter and I had done the Flopsy Bunnies, and I started Hunka Munka at the beginning of the month, and I got her finished. There's Hunka Munka. Look at her. She's so cute. Isn't she cute? So this is a big, it's going to have 9 figures on it, 9 symbols or whatever. No, they're not symbols, Anne. What are they? You know what I mean. 9 thingies, people, animals. And then there's like tulips, and there's vegetables and all the kind of stuff that happens. This is the spring sampler. So the plan is to, here's a close-up of her, a bit better for you to see. The plan is to make one each month for my grandchildren. I have 4, and each one of them is born. I know, I love Peter Rabbit stuff too. Can you not look at all my Peter Rabbit stuff? I have a friend that likes to buy me stuff that's got Peter Rabbits on. Don't I, Sue? And so yeah, so now that was everything that I got done for that cross stitch project, and I'm thrilled to bits. I got the whole, what is the word I'm trying to say? The whole character. I'm just gonna say character because I don't even know. The whole character done in that WIPGO for that month. So that's awesome. Now this is in WIPGO again in another number. If it gets called, I don't know. But for now, it's got put away because yesterday was its last day. Sundays, I work on, and I'll be working on this after we finish yik-yakking. Sundays, I work on this one for the month of January. And I am there. So this is where I am. Now, I am absolutely thrilled to bits to tell. This is for my son, who lives in Nova Scotia. And he has a dog identical to this one. And he has another dog, or did have, she passed away. And I tried to make it look like her, but I couldn't. So I pulled back the colors I had used in it and started going back to the pattern. So it's just gonna be like this. It's all black and white, other than their eyes are brown. So this is today's stitch, and I'm thrilled because this got called again for February. So this will continue to be the Sunday stitch in February. Just put that on the floor. So I'm thrilled to bits about that. I think that will be really sweet. The other one, seeing as we're talking about cross stitch, the other one that got called, which will take over Saturdays for February, is called Roses. Now this one, I started this, I think, in 2007. This is what it looks like. Isn't that cute? It's a kit, obviously. It's a Creative Accents. I don't even know if they're still going. But this is it. And my aunt had not long passed away. I think she passed away 2006, maybe 2007. So something like that. And so I got this when I was with my mum shopping in England when I'd gone over for a visit. And my aunt's name was Rosella. And everyone called her Margaret. No, Rosella Margaret was her name. Everybody called her Ella, but sometimes my mom would call her Rosie. So, so I started this, and then true fashion and style put it down. And I have not worked on this since 2007. So when I was going through all of my whips, and a lot of it, a good deal of it, like all this here is a half a cross stitch. It's just the roses themselves that are full stitches. So this will be what comes out for Saturdays in February. That was the number called. So I'm really thrilled because I would like to make this to give it to my cousin, whose mom was my Auntie Ella, and give it to her. So yeah, so that's Whipco. So that was actually going to be the last thing on the list to talk to you about, but I've already talked to you about it, so that's that. Just checking off. So plans for February. Plans for February. Let me get my book. I love this book. This is my Daphne's Diary, and I use this all the time. My dad bought me this year. And so here is, if you don't know, I am doing, yeah, thank you, Elaine. I love the cross stitch, as you know. And Carla says, I have the Jethro Cardi in my list of things I want to make. I'm working on the Maxine hot water. Another one of my friends has done that hot water bottle cover, and just doing the tubular bind off and it'll be finished. Yeah, another one of my friends did that and it looks really sweet. So is the Jethro cardigan crochet? I'm gonna write that down too. Come on, girls, keep giving me some great ideas. Crochet cardigans. Jethro Cardi. Okay. So yeah, as you know, I am doing the Gideon method. I have a bunch of whips. A lot of them are blankets, and I'm not really in the mood to do blankets, even though it's blinking freezing out. Oh yes, it's squares. Oh, okay. But look at you knowing all about it, Sue. So this was my January plan for the Gideon method. So what I do is I pick 6 items and, oh, perfect, thank you. Oh, with knit sleeves and bands. Hey, that's interesting. That would be a bit of both, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm definitely looking that one up. So this one, what I did was I picked 6 of the projects. Now, 4 of them were from over Christmas that either didn't get finished or, well, they just didn't get finished. So they went on the top. So I'm trying to go through the whips, and I don't have an enormous amount of whips. Thank you, Sue. She just sent me the link. And although, like I said, a lot of them are blankets, I do have another toy, a knitted toy. And then there's there is a sweater that I started when I was in England, but I don't like it. So I think I'm going to unravel it and crochet with the yarn instead. It's a linen cotton, and I just didn't like the feel of it. So I've got a few things I might bring back out to try to finish by using the Gideon method. But, okay, Jem is doing the Franny Granny Poncho sweater. Oh, okay, I've got to write that one down. I need a secretary. Sue, could you write that down for me? And send me the link to that one. She'll do it. So I picked a gnome because I was making the, I got 4, yeah, good, she's on it. For Christmas, I got the Ginger Snap That Advent, 12-day Advent, which was for the gnome along. And I started the gnome New Year's Eve. So the gnome was on my list. Then there was the cowl, because I also got the 12-day ad from LA of Craft House Magic to make her a snowflake cowl. So the cowl was on the list. I was doing the Toft Advent, so the Toft characters went on the list. The mitts from Kay Jones, no relation to Ellie, of the Bakery Bears, their Advent mitts, which you just saw, that are now done. And socks, because I always have to have a pair of socks on the needles, and the baby blankets, because I need to make 2 baby blankets. And what I do is I give each item 6 hours. They don't have to be continuous 6 hours, but basically when I sit down in the evening, I'll knit. I might knit for an hour, I might knit for 2 hours, it doesn't matter. But then, because that is not 6, the next night I pick that same item up, continue knitting it until I've either got 6 hours done or the thing is finished. Then the next thing on the list pops up, and that one either gets moved off the list or to the bottom. So that was how this has gone. I am super nearly finished this. I am super nearly finished this. Super nearly finished this. So what is my plan for February? I'll show you. The plan for February is, actually the plan for this week, good girl, thank you, is I want to finish the gnome. So where is the gnome? It's in here. Thank you, honey. So here is the gnome. And I've done a bit of the half of his scarf, and I've done his carrot nose. So this week, there's his carrot nose. This week, before the end of the month, I want to finish this off. I don't think it will take me long. I've got 2 stick arms to do and the rest of the scarf. So I want to finish this gnome. Then he will be replaced by another gnome that I will cast on in February, because I want to do the gnomes from that lovely book my son bought me, which I don't even know where it is. It's up there, I think. Whose name I can't even remember what it is. So anyway, I want to finish him off. I want to finish the Toft girl doll off. This was over Christmas. The dolls are done. Would help if you saw her face, wouldn't it? The dolls are done. The bird has to have his wings sewn on. The wings are made. And some beads here. And his eyes. That's not going to take too long. I honestly think both of those projects will take me maybe an hour of just sitting quietly doing it. So I really want to get that finished and off the hook. And then I need to finish my socks for this month. I was working on them this morning. And I have actually finished the gusset. So it's now a case of just straightforward knitting the foot. Just straightforward knitting the foot. Oh, did you get the notebook too, Carla? What's it called? Can anybody remember? I want to make nearly all of them in that book, to be honest with you. I figured I'd only make 1 or 2, and I sat there one day with a cup of tea and flipped through them, and like just judging from the front of the book, I thought that, oh, that will be nice, I'll make that one. But then as I started looking through them all, it was like, oh no, I want to make that one. Oh wait, I want to make that one. No, I want to make that one. I've even gone as far as to buy a little house I'm going to make. To put them in. To me, that's it, Gnomes of Grimboard. Thanks, Donna. So, yeah, because I've already got one gnome. Here's the one gnome I already have, and I call her Nellie. And I've had Nellie for a while. It's by the same designer. Sarah is her name, I think, with a name last name I can't pronounce. So this is her, and so I bought this from the dollar shop, and I've got one that's a haunted house one. So I'm going to make these little houses and put them all here, and then put all the gnomes around the little houses, and that'll be their village. So I think that'll be fun. So there will definitely be another gnome on the go. Oh, you got the gnome, but girls, we need to do a gnome knit along. That's what we need to do. But so anyway, yeah, this is, wouldn't that be fun? So this is the one sock already done. And as I say, here's this one. So I need to get this finished by the end of the month, because I'm in the, I'm doing the cow, no, yeah, knits along, cow, yeah, with Soxy Nana Alice and my Pink Bathtub Diane. So I need to finish these off. Now these are car knitting, but I really enjoyed sitting this morning just working on this gusset, and socks had, I love sock knitting, but I think I'd kind of lost my way a little bit and got bored. But working on this, because it's a self-striping yarn, it's a bit easier. And I just really, it's just my plain holiday sock, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, which I just made the leg longer. That's all. And it was just, it's just really nice. And I really enjoyed working on the gusset. Now, my plan this year for socks is, because I'm doing this one sock a month thing with Alice and Diane, I decided that I wanted to try different methods each time. So these are DPNs. These are Knit Pro 6-inch, and I love them because they're small in my hand. I have small hands, but I do have arthritis in this thumb. So it's easy for me to hold on to them. And I do tend to knit quicker with DPNs than I do magic loop. So this is those, and I really want to get these finished by the end of the month. Then what I did was I wrapped up all my sock yarn. I picked 11 because that was 12. I picked 11 sock yarns and put them in a bag. So we are going to open this bag today together, and because I can't remember, I did this like ages ago. And this is going to be the sock yarn. Okay, Susan's a DPN user too. This is going to be the sock yarn that I'm going to do, or make a pair of socks out of this month. But I'm going to use magic loop, and I'm going to do 2 at a time. Now, there are 2 ways to do magic loop 2 at a time, because I do have terrible second sock syndrome. So what I want to do is I want to try and do, I'm going to separate the yarn into 250-gram balls, and depending on what it is when I open it, if I decide to do different toes and cuffs and all the rest of it, then I'll look in my mini jars for that. But I will do them at the same time on the one needle, on the one magic loop needle. I also have a book that my friend lent me, Phyllis, and in this book, you use 2 sets of needles, like a 16-inch and a 24-inch, and you do 2 at a time that way. And that would be super cool. I've never tried that. So I'm going to try that. So let's see. Carla, she prefers 9-inch. Oh, do you know what, Carla? I cannot get on with the 9-inch circulars. I've tried twice, and I literally cannot get my thumb in it. Now, I did buy a 10-inch circular, which I haven't used yet. I'm going to try that. Now, when you do with your 9-inch circular, do you cast the cuff on first regular DPNs or magic loop and then switch to the 9-inch for the rest of the foot? Can you let me know? Because to me, it just seems a bit wonky. I just have a really hard time getting my hand in it. So to do it, I don't know, maybe it's because I want to pull it. I'm not sure. And Mandy said she started sock knitting last May. Oh, they're very addictive. I only started sock knitting about 6-7 years ago. It's very addictive. Love Nancy's sock patterns for the moment. Knit Sip Happy. Oh, yes. Very good. I like her too. She's Canadian. Nancy is a good friend. Yeah, we know, Sue. She has great patterns. Yeah, she does. And Andrea says she uses DPNs, magic loop, and 9-inch circulars. Yeah, so I want to try all of them, and I'll probably try 9-inch again or 10-inch. And Sue likes 2 at a time in tandem. Okay, what do you mean by that? Do you mean you work them on 2 separate needles, but at the same time, or on one needle? I don't know what that means. Nancy's socks fit well. 10-inch is better. Oh, okay. I'll definitely try my 10-inch then. And Carl says, no, I cast on the 9. Oh, you cast it on the 9-inch. And even do the heel on the 9-inch. Holy moly. I don't know about that. So anyway, here's the plans for February. I am going to open this in a minute. I really am. I'm dying to know what's in it. So the plans for February for the new Gideon board will be the gnome, because there's always going to be a gnome. There will be the cowl, because it's not finished, so that has to stay on. the socks, because there'll be a new pair of socks, the baby blanket, because I haven't finished it, a hat. Now, Bob wants a muscle bear hat, and I also have to do the hat that matches my mitts. So it just depends what jumps on the needles first, but there will be a hat. And I want to do a crochet project, and the crochet project is turtles. Now, I just got the pattern, and it's a memory game. And as you all know, I got 4 little grandkids. It's a memory game, and let me see if I can find you the thing to show you on my iPad. And they're little turtles, and there's more little turtles inside a big turtle. So the mummy turtle holds the baby turtles. And I got it on Etsy. Let me find it. Just one moment, please, while I find this. And the underside of each of the baby turtles, there's 2 colors for each baby turtle in 2 different colors. And then what you do is when you're playing with your kids, you turn them all over so they all look like little turtles, and they have to turn 1, 2 over in a memory game to find 2 that match. I just thought that was amazing. And so let me see if I can make this picture bigger. No, I can't. Why can't I make it bigger? The original turtle game is what it's called. Well, that's annoying. Purchases, we'll do this way, delivered. There we go. Just look at that. Isn't that the cutest? And then each of them flips over like you can see. And so I want to make them for my grandchildren to play with, whether they play with them here or I give it to them in, because I have 2 sets, right? So I have a girl and a boy that lives close by, and then a girl and a boy that lives in Nova Scotia. So one of my friends crocheted the turtle games. Absolutely lovely. Oh, awesome, Mandy. That's great. Well, I'm super excited to do that because I think it'll go quite quick. Yeah, I think it's really cute. So that will be the 6th thing on my plan. So that's the plan plus the dishcloth, the temperature dishcloth. Okay, who wants me to open this? Okay. Wait, I'll have another cup of tea first. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna... Holy moly, I did these and it's hard to open. I'm just gonna rip it. Oh! Oh, this is so cool. This, look at this. So this is the yarn. And I got this yarn in Toronto at a, what was the name of it? It's like a fiber festival type thing, but it was in Toronto, and I don't know if they do it anymore. And there was a young girl there. Was it you, Mandy? What Mandy makes next? I feel like it's her yarn. And then it came with 2 minis. I feel like it was what Mandy made next, but I could be wrong. I feel like it was hers. And it came with a little stitch buddy. It's a little book. Isn't that cute? Oh, Susan's here. She's new. Hello. Yeah, I love that yarn too. So anyway, this is going to become a pair of socks with this and this. And now I have to decide what pattern I'm going to use with this. What does that look like it might be? Now, I do have, oh, do you know what? Ooh, do you know what? I have a pattern that I loved, and it's called I'm Only Here for the Food. And I made it for myself last year, 2 years ago. and it uses 2 accent colors and a main color. And I have a hole in them now. And I don't know if that would be too dark. What do you think? Let me see if I can find the pattern, because I made them 2 years ago. And it's a really nice pattern. It's by a Canadian designer. I feel like it might work. I feel like it might work. Let's see. Let me find my projects and I'll show you. Just talk amongst yourself for a minute. Oh, there. What do you think? Well, it would help if I showed you the actual picture. Aren't they nice? And it's not Eric, it's Elaine, by the way. And so what do you think if I had that where the white went and that where the red went and that as the main color? Would that work, do we think? Or is it too dark? Should I just knit this plain and do heels, toes, and cuffs with that? Oh, so many things to decide. Oh, yes. But anyway, that is going to be the sock yarn for next month. Oh, okay, so we're going to draw for this, aren't we? Now, I don't know how to do it on here. There's 41 of us watching. If you can put a comment down below and put, don't type draw or just put one word, and the one word is watch. W-A-T-C-H, watch. Okay, if you can put that, I know it's not a watch. I know it's a finger counter, but it looks like a watch. So if you put watch down below, then I'll draw for this, and then I might, but I'll have to do it after because I don't know how to do it while everybody's on here because it's on my phone. I'm not actually on the computer. I don't know if, because what I'll do is I'll take the link and put it over and do it that way. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so, okay, so that was the plans for February and that was the socks. So there we go. So now we can just have a knit chit chat now because I've got nothing else to tell you. I'll just get working on this some more now. But I've really been enjoying working on these the last few days. I'm finding it very comforting. But I gotta think of what I can knit with those things, that sock yarn. I'm trying to think what that might wanna be. Don't know. So, okay, let's get knitting. What, are you guys all knitting something too while we're chatting? It's funny, I was thinking the other day about knitting and how we all knit differently, right? Some of us continental, some of us are throwers. Even throwers throw differently. Like for me, I don't even know if you can see this. I bring my yarn around, pull it back, and hold my yarn tight there, and then like that, right? So I use, I think they call that pencil method. I'm not sure, maybe. So I do it like that. My grandmother, when she used to knit, because she taught me to knit, she did it where she hooked it under her finger and brought her finger around like that. I can't do it that way, but she kind of did it like that. Anyway, I just thought that was trying to remember and watch people knit, you know, and I've tried other ways, but then it slows me down. I'm just way faster doing it like this. And after a while, you don't realize you're actually letting go of the needle. You know, you just do it, right? Very odd. So Jem is knitting the North Star shawl. Oh, curious handmade. I love her stuff. I've got a couple of her sock patterns, actually. Well, maybe I'll look up one of them, see if that might work for that. And Carla just finished. Oh, you just finished that hot water bottle. That's awesome. Now, Carla, did you know that I have, and maybe you do, I don't know, I have a Facebook page called Tobyknits and Friends. And it's there for people to go in and chat and share what they're working on and share the progress and finished objects. And because for me, you can all see what I'm working on. I can't see what you're working on. So that's the place to go and show off your stuff. So if you are a member, please post a picture of your water bottle, cover it, and if you're not, go join. It's free to join. I do have to let you in because I don't want all kinds of weirdo bot people coming in. There's no question to answer. You just have to wait for me to let you in. It's kind of like knocking on my door and deciding if, yeah, am I in? If I'm in, I'll open. If I'm not, you just have to wait till I'm home. Yeah. So, okay, what else can we talk about, ladies? I was thinking of doing a Zoom. Have you ever thought of that?